Now this is an 8-foot tall door. And I'm going to take the top 2 hinges off, but do one at a time. Take one back, flop it back, put the screws in, get it all done, and then do the next one. I can do this one first, get it all done, then do the next one. Don't do both of them at the same, don't take both of them off, because then the door is going to want to sag that much more, and you're going to be fighting the top one to get the screws tight and reinstalled so that it's up nice and tight where it fits. You know, so one at a time, you go. I've got you situated up on the counter, and that's just the way I'm gonna have to do it. I think you can see this okay. Wiggle this a little bit. Okay. Get your drill set up. I'm using an 1/8" drill bit here. Drilling a hole right up in there and right there at a slight angle. Ooh, okay, that'll still cover. The drill bit wanted to walk on me. You just don't want to get it too close to this edge because you still have to have enough room for the head of the screw. But you want it over far enough. You don't want it too close to there because you're going right into the sheetrock. Okay, the edge of the wall is where that sheetrock is. The first ½ inch of this going straight is going right into the edge of the sheetrock, the wall. That's why I kind of put those in at a slight angle too, to grab, get a good grab of meat. That's the wood. And I'm going to use my 2-inch, 2.5 actually. These are drywall, screws, coarse threads. You know, I showed you them earlier on a different video. If you haven't been watching my videos, there's all kinds of stuff I've got on my channel. All kinds of stuff. Okay, that's good. I can put that back. Yeah. I'm talking all kinds of stuff on my channel. You'd be like, my word, he can do all that. How did he find the time and effort to get all those videos up on his channel? And how did he know how to fix all that stuff? Some of that stuff is things I just taught myself along the way, thinking, hey, I know, I'll make a video of that. Even if I don't know exactly what I'm doing, I want people to learn as I learn. Let's say, hey, these screws are tight, fortunately. If they weren't, I'd have to make a decision. Do I want to take this door down, drill some holes in there, but it's going good. Let's see. Hello there. I think you can see this. Yeah, you can. Now I can do this one. I made the determination that I wanted to do this one. I'm still gonna have to do that. Sometimes paint gets stuck on there. This one happened to come out pretty good, didn't it? Okay. You gotta pre-drill these. If you don't, you have the possibility of this cracking, the door jamb cracking, and you have the possibility of not being able to drive your screws all the way into the 2x4 back there, especially if that 2x4 25, 30, 40 years old. These happen to be 17 years old. Boy. And usually, see that top one, I might not be able to get a 2.5 inch sunk in there all the way. And normally, I carry a 2-inch screw with me. 1 5/8 wouldn't be long enough or strong enough. But I don't have them here with me. I don't know exactly where they're at. Oh, it's going. It's going after all. Resituate my ladder. I like to get my arm right in there, straight. You know? There. Okay. And these, I think, were tight. I put them in almost all the way. And then I take my little screwdriver and just snug them in. I like to do that because sometimes you can't really fill when it's tight with this, and then sometimes you over tighten it and it starts spinning in the wood. Once you do that, you don't have any biting power to your screw anymore. Did it really take me that much longer to get my Phillips screwdriver out of my pocket to tighten up the last little bit of that screw? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, let's just keep running this, shall we? I don't want you to think there's any monkey business going on Joe's watch. Okay, you're just gonna see what I see. And what were we hoping to achieve here? I got those two tight. We're hoping that that door sucks in tight there. We're hoping that gets over further. We want the gap bigger over there. That will raise the door up. We're taking the door like that, okay? Okay, so I have not closed the door yet. Let's close the door. It's still not latching. And if I try to raise this up, nope, it's still not gonna latch. But look how much more of a gap I got. See? Got plenty of gap there now. There's no way I want it any further than that. You see, I shortened up the gap here. Remember, that gap was actually bigger. Remember, there was hardly any gap at this hinge. Here, this is the second hinge. There's the top one. Here's the second one. And I decided to suck that over, took the jam part from here to about here and kind of pushed it over a little bit. See, I've got a little bit of a gap here now, whereas before, I hardly had anything. And then I actually sucked that over and I didn't have to do anything different. I'm gonna leave that. I don't wanna move that any further. You see that gap? It's a big gap. But if I were to move this door any further over, okay? I could, but I'd have to take the door off. And now, because I sucked that over, what would be the next step if you really wanted to move it over further? Let's say this door still had to go up higher. What would you do? Yeah, you'd have to take the whole door off and we'd have to tweak that top hinge, the 3 hinge knuckles. Boom, boom, boom. On the actual door, that would suck it over a little bit more because this door jam's not going over any further. We can't suck this, we can't tweak this hinge because it's almost touching now. So the only thing we would be able to do is bend that one, hope that lifts that up anymore. But on our purpose, we don't have to do that because I got plenty of gap there. Now I don't like to get any more than that. That's plenty. That's way big as it is. And I was trying to do a happy medium to lift that up. It helped lift this up just a smidge. it took this door and it lifted this up because the door is here, and as you tilt the door up, that automatically raises that up. And if I had a really super big gap there, I would have to take this, I could take that hinge and I would have to tweak it the very opposite direction. I could take the 3 hinge knuckles on the door, I'd have to take it off, bend them. You see, if I bend them that way, boom, 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 that would create a slight gap there. And that would push the door over that way further, and it would raise the door up a little bit. I'm not going to go through all that effort. Okay, that's something I could do if I really, really, really wanted to do that. But my gap's not that big here. If that gap was bigger, I could move it over. The more I move it, it's going to get closer and closer to the door jamb. Okay, so now what I have to do is I've got to get my reamer bit. I got that downstairs, and I'm going to ream the bottom of this, and I don't have to do it a whole lot, but enough to get this latch to fit. You know what? This latch has not fit probably for years. This will be the first time I get it fixed, and I'll do it on your watch. Thanks for watching.